Okay, we are live on YouTube. Okay, so you are welcome. You are welcome. Welcome. Just give me a moment. All right. So welcome. So let's do this way. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. No problem. Let's do it this way then. If that is the case. Now let's talk about real estate. Good. Good. All right. So today on the retirement corner with Greg, I want us to discuss still combating the worries about inflation and the devaluation, like we discussed yesterday, that the a currency losing its purchasing power. That is what inflation is all about. Okay, so if you check it out and check it out now and then in future, you can see. So many people, everyone who is interested in finance, they also have this worry about how can we prevent or protect our savings from inflation. That's what we talked about yesterday. But then we prefer using insurance policies to combat that. Now today, let's talk about how we can use real estate to combat, kill inflation in the years to come. Okay. Now, real estate is a good, a fantastic tool in which you can use to deal with inflation. Now, let me share some stories with us. Okay, this one is just recently. This guy got this apartment. He bought it. It's a house actually. That was let's say 2 years ago, somewhere. 2 years ago. He bought it 2 years ago, or like 2 or 3 years ago, actually. He bought it for 5 million naira. Yes, somewhere. It's just, he bought it for 5 million naira. And then he was planning his wedding. Okay, so he can move into that place. Import it as an import everything for 5 million naira. So it's like more or less like a distress sale. But thankfully, he was able to, the power works were completed and then he bought it. But do you know, as of today, hmm, that apartment or that structure he bought for 5 million naira, that he told me he has even sold it for 15 million naira as of this year. He sold it for 15 million naira. That is an extra 10M. Do now this is what we're talking about. That 5 million naira 3 years ago couldn't purchase that same power it has today. This is where it jumped to. It jumped from 5 million naira and it jumped to 15 million naira. Did you see how inflation happens? That money doesn't worth that. It doesn't worth that 5 million naira. What it worth now is 15 million naira. That is what we meant by a a currency losing its purchasing power. Are you with me? So just 3 years and it has lost it, you know. Now, this is what so for such that has that in their savings, hmm, and for someone who invested it, you can see the differences now. If you also choose to still keep that property for more years to come, you will be amazed. That same thing can still go for 25M and more. Hmm? But the one who just left it in the bank or wherever I left it, okay, it's just that thing is just losing its value. So this is how, in case you have something that, don't just leave it there idle. Put it to work, and I'm recommending this to you today that you can as well use real estate to combat inflation. If you want to know more about this, just reach out to me and we'll talk about this and then I give you recommendations and guidance on how to go about this. Okay. Now, then my next example is this. Okay, there are the ones that they'll just want to buy it and leave it. Okay, for many years. Let me not take you back to 19 years ago. This one was just what 19 years ago, 2020. It was what 70,000 naira. Then from there it moved to 250,000 naira, and then it moved to 500,000 naira. As at 21 years ago, 19 years ago or so, thereabout, it moved from such. But you know how much that same property is worth today in a place called Akowonjo in Ebede. Okay, it's worth more, more like up to 30 million naira, 50 million naira, 75 million naira. That is 70K, 250K, or 500K some years ago. Okay, so for those who took advantage of such, they just know that their money is being reproduced, multiplied many, many times. I mean, spontaneously and just over and over and over. So with this, you can become rich. Yes, yes, you can become a millionaire, even a billionaire, just like that. This is because you choose to put your money into the project and left it for a while. After many years, you sell it and you become a billionaire or a millionaire, just like that. Okay, this is some of the things these rich guys do or what they do. I mean, if you know about this guy on Instagram, his name is James Hard Knocks Mindset. Yeah, he has that handle. He interviews millionaires and billionaires all over the globe, and they will always tell you that they become so when they sold their business. They call millions for you, billions for you, and that's how it is. So you buy it and keep it, and over time you sell it and you cash out. So this is how to kill or combat inflation. All right. So that money is losing in value if it's just there in the bank and it's doing nothing. Okay. And one of them also said that bank, the banks, they love people just leaving their money with them. They just love it, leave it. Why the bank use the money to grow the money, multiply the money, and they make gains for themselves. Yes, it's merchandising. You call them merchants, and that's how it is. So you don't blame them. Mhm. It's just they're making good use of such. Yeah. So you too can begin now to make good use of your own funds. Okay. Now, we are not saying that there are not negative effects of real estate. Okay. We have people that they bought, and today they cannot even make accounts of it. It's gone. They lost it. Yes, documentation or occupation or possession, all of those things, they lost it. It happens. Okay, some of them don't do not do their due diligence to learn or to get, and they lose their money even to today. Some of them they bought it, and everything was fine, but then the problem was that the wicked ones or the enemies, jealousy, envy, they couldn't even allow them to build on it. Okay, and that's how the court processes. They start going to court, even to today. They're still in, and they're just saying, there's no point wasting my funds on going to court. Let me just forget about this project and let it go. Okay, there are many of them. So some of them is even that they are just tired of all of those headaches they get from the headaches they get from, please don't mind the noise, okay? So the headaches they get from their tenants, some of them, the tenants refuse to pay their rent. They refuse to renew their rent, and they say, okay, let's go to court. And the court thing has been there. The tenant refused to go. The court refused, have not given their final verdict, and then the tenant has not been paying for this number of times. Okay, so everything just got stopped. I know there are headaches, good and fine, okay, and they are just many of them. So if you know whichever you belong, but that doesn't also extract the fact that real estate is an amazing vehicle that you can use to combat inflation. Are you with me? Now, for For those you're watching right now, or you know somebody who need to watch this, please share this video with them. Okay, let them also learn from this. Are you with me? Okay. Now, for those who are saying that I don't even want to invest anything in real estate. I don't want all of those documentation fees, all of those developmental fees, all of those headaches. I just want to put my phone somewhere that can stay combat inflation in the future. Okay, so I'm telling you that you can use our insurance policies to deal with this. Are you with me? We can use our insurance packages to deal with this. So we have an insurance portfolio that can also help you to kill or combat inflation, can prevent and protect your savings from suffering inflation. So we can as well use insurance to deal with this. All right. So if you want to know more about this, let's let's schedule a discovery call, okay, or discovery chat, and let's discuss this and see how we can bring it into this package. Are you with me? So briefly, this is all I have for us today on the retirement program live on YouTube. Okay, I'm also going to share this to other platforms. So wherever you're watching this from, and you know there's somebody who will share this with, please go ahead and share with them. And let's get to talk more about how we can help you, okay, to combat or cure inflation. Okay, protecting your savings from inflation. Are you there? All right. So till we come your way again some other time on the retirement corner break. All of the best. Bye for now.